stood out about Craig Berube through 2 days of camp here?
Yeah, he's got a great demeanor out there, pushing us. It's been a great first 2 days of camp. It's been tough. It's been good. It's everything that we need to get back in the swing of things.
Reese was saying it's like one of the harder first days of camp he's experienced. What has made it hard, I guess, through the first couple of days here from Craig?
Yeah, certainly. Yesterday was a good push, just up and down the ice and the battle level. You can't replicate in the summertime, so it was really good to get that in and kind of just turn the brain on that it's time to ramp up the intensity. And it was a great day yesterday, and another great one today.
What stands out about Ekman-Larsson too? Obviously, he's been in the league a long time.
Yeah.
Chance to skate alongside him.
Yeah, he's a super smooth guy out there. He's great with the puck. Obviously, just a couple days, but we've been skating together for a little bit now, and got a nice long stick, like you said, a good veteran guy that's been around a long time. So, just a great addition for our team.
What did you do to kind of decompress after the pain of Game 7, get away from the game?
I just spent time with family. Went back home to Wisconsin and enjoyed family time, and went on a fishing trip, and just kind of got into the swing of summer things.
What went through your mind when you heard of the Chris Tanev signing?
It was great. Another talk about OEL, and I thought we really improved our depth on defense this summer, clearly, with those two great additions. And someone that's like same thing with Oliver. He's been around a long time, and he's super steady. Great presence for us in the back end, a calming presence. Great with his stick. Kind of do anything to. We'll do whatever it takes to win type of guy, and that's the kind of guys we want around here.
With those additions, did you expect to play with different partners through camp?
Yeah, I mean that's the way the season goes. I think we used over a dozen defensemen last year, and that's how it's been my whole career. So you start with a guy, and maybe you try to switch things up, and maybe you stay with the guy the whole year. You never really know. So I take things day by day.
New coaches as well. What's their impact can a guy like Lane make on the penalty kill this year?
Yeah, we worked on it for a little bit today, and that was a good intro. And we're only 2 days in, so you got less to cover for system-wise with specialty teams, D-zone coverage, you name it. So that's what training camp's for. So it was a nice introduction today with Lane.
How happy are you for Benny becoming a dad?
Yeah, he looked a little bit like a zombie coming in today. Couldn't tell. I was happy with everything. That him and Peanut, his partner, everything went well, and it's always funny. Us current dads can kind of just chuckle at new dads, and we've been there and done that. So I got 2 good sleepers now, so I slept a good 8 hours last night.
What are your early impressions of Pacioretty?
Yeah, another. You keep talking about veteran guys. Another great addition for camp here, and obviously he's had terrible injury luck the last few years, and I know he had a big summer this year, and finally healthy and looking good out there.
What do you think the additions on the back end, Jake, speak to in terms of the philosophy of the club this year, bringing in guys like Chris and OEL and even Yanni, like big, experienced guys?
Yeah, I think it's. I just mentioned it briefly there of how many defensemen we used last year, and I think you look across the league, you need depth, especially on the back end. Guys run into injury problems, and some guys might be out long term, so it's important that we are able to fill those spots and kind of be seamless with it. And it's important to, if you want to make a long run of the postseason and get to the postseason, you need contributions from not just your top 6, but 7, 8, 9, 10. You go down the line. It's important.
Jake, what kind of expectations do you have for yourself this season?
Yeah, just to continue to improve. That's been my goal every single year in this league. Body feels great. As you put the games together in this league, you put yourself in more situations. You're more comfortable every single year, in my opinion, especially as a defenseman. You see certain situations, whether it's line rushes or D-zone coverages, and able to adapt to that and continue to improve with my puck play and just my overall game. I want to just take another step as a leader on this team and just keep pushing us in the right direction.
How far did extension talks get this summer?
Yeah, we've talked a couple times, and I love it here, and I think they enjoy my game too. So that's why you have agents, and now it's training camp time. So I'm just looking forward to being with the fellas here, and like I said, ramping up our game and getting ready for the season.
But you'd like it to continue. You'd like to be elite long term.
Yeah, I love it here. Like I said, we've been chatting, and we'll see where things go.
If you're open to negotiating during the season, I know some guys don't like the distraction of it. How do you feel?
I take things day by day. I don't put with anything. talk about contracts, talk about my own game, talk about everyone's game. I just take things day by day. So.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Jake was just saying you look like a bit of a zombie out there. How are you feeling after a crazy couple days here?
No, for sure. Like I said, crazy couple of days, long hours at the hospital. I have to go there back today. But no, everything is well. The girlfriend, the baby, everything is going well and healthy. So we're glad and happy to be back here.
Boy or girl?
Little girl.
Name?
Not yet. No, we're working on it.
Any advice from your teammates about what it's like being a dad?
No, I think I'll ask them a couple of advice to how to make her sleep. But no, it's fun times.
How would you describe that moment when you first held her?
It's pretty special. I was just trying to understand how that came from me and my girlfriend, you know. Most from her, but you know, still had a little bit of work in that process. No, it's just special. She just looks at you, and it's just not really a word for it. It's just exceptional.
Long day for you, and then intense practice under Berube, your first
Yeah.
one, and a bit of a wrestling match with Max. How did
Yeah,
they
I
go?
was just trying to show him my new dad strength. You know, no, it's no, like we know it's gonna be a different on the Berube.
Yeah.
He wants us to work hard, play hard, and you know it's no hard feelings. We
Yeah.
talk to each other after. It's all laughs and just all buddy. You
How
know.
cool was it to get the stick? You did the stretch and get the stick slap afterwards.
No, it's I think it's nice to feel the support from your teammates. We have a tight group over there, so knowing that they're there for me, helping me, it's cool.
You ready to play with different people in camp, different partners?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You've added some.
Yeah,
defense
yeah.
there.
Let's see who I play with. I don't mind it at all.
What about feel with Timothy so far?
I mean, I had not many shifts with him. I had a couple battle drills and stuff, but we'll see. I mean, I played with him a couple games last year. So no, he's a good defenseman. He brings that puck to the net. Good skater too. So if we can make it work, that would be perfect. You know, it's just finding that little chemistry, and we'll work on it during camp.
What stands out about Berube and the type of identity he wants to bring to the team?
No, he wants us to be hard to play against. Nothing around our net. Just simple, hard. Nobody steps on their feet, and just bringing everything to their face. You know, that's a simple game, but I like to play that way. So we'll keep going.
Has he had any special moments or special messages for you, or any conversations about what he wants out of you?
No, I mean, I know my role, and I think he knows that I know my role, so I didn't have to really say much. I think it was much of more about how I was doing with the baby and stuff, making sure I was in the right, like mindset and everything. And I'm excited to work with him.
Jake McCabe was just saying that he'd like to re-sign and be a Leaf long term. What do you think he's brought to the team? What would it mean if he continued to be a Leaf?
No, that would be great. I mean, I played with him pretty much all year last year. He showed me some great things. You can see on the ice how calm he is. He makes those little passes, a lot of little details, and he still plays that old school game, physical, hard to play against, in your face. So I think that's what we need here, and he's all about that. So I would like to get him to say, sure.
What sort of impact do you think a new assistant coach like Lambert can make on the penalty kill this year?
Yeah, no, for sure. He brings new ideas. He brings a new system. Today was my first meeting with him, so like I just got to see what he was thinking about on the PK and stuff, and I like the way he approaches things. We'll see how we can dial that to have good numbers on the PK for sure.
As a milk guy, what were your thoughts when Oreo?
Oh,
made the helmet?
I'm sad I missed that little video part. I was kind of excited to drink some milk, but no, you know, it's a good little concept, I guess.
Are you a dunker? You dunk the cookies as well?
I don't eat Oreos, but yeah.
You do now.
Yeah, I'm sure with 3.8% is going to be good.
Good.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Get some rest. These are the first couple of days of training camp under Craig Berube been like for you?
It's been good. It's been hard. We've been working really hard, so but that's it's supposed to be like that. So it's good to get right into it.
What stands out to you about Jake McCabe?
Very good player. Knew that coming in, so it's fun to be paired with him right now. Yeah, so trying to build some chemistry, and don't know how it's gonna look like, but yeah, right now it feels good.
Why do you think it could be a good fit moving forward?
I don't know. Obviously, he's a good skater, moves the puck well, plays the game the right way. So I think that's a really good partner to have.
What stands out about the identity that Berube wants to make around this team?
No, I think the message was pretty clear going in. Gonna work hard. Gonna be a hard team to play against, and yeah, we don't want to obviously look too far ahead, but taking day by day here and put the work in.
What's it like when you're partnered up with someone who's the same handedness of you? Like when it's two lefties, do you have to keep anything in mind?
Well, it's you just gotta know what way to pass it, I guess. But I think Gabe have been playing the right side. I played the right side a little bit last year too. So I'm even if I end up on the right side, that will be fine too. So we kind of just read off each other for now and kind of, like I said, build that chemistry.
Simon is coming off becoming a dad. Like Jake was saying, you seem like a bit of a zombie there out there. Like, what's your
No, I thought he looked great. Yeah, I thought he looked great. Was right into it. Good battles, and yeah, it's good for him and his wife. So I'm really happy about that.
After a short summer and some great memories, did it really sink in the last couple of days? New challenge, back at camp?
Yeah, I think I said that before. Just it was nice to get that day with the cup and the family and celebrate it and then move on. But that's why I wanted to come here and do something special and help this team and this organization. So I'm up for the challenge.
Williams getting a look at center here. As a defenseman, can you understand how that might even accentuate his game and make him even more dangerous to the opposition?
Well, I've never played center in my life, so but obviously, no, he's a very skilled guy. I think he'll be good at that too. So, but yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. You have to ask Willie about it. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
How would you describe what the first couple days of this camp have been like?
Yeah, good pace. Yesterday was quite hard. Today a little more system stuff, learning new D zone and just trying to figure that side of the game out.
Early days, what do you like about the system and how it might suit your game?
Yeah, it's definitely what a lot of teams do now. I mean, since a lot of teams are having success with it, more of a zone style defense, but still aggressive as possible. So definitely just working with each other and communication is going to be a big part going forward.
Why do you think you and Morgan could be a good fit?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've played together before. Obviously, not at the NHL level, on a different stage, but I feel like our games gel pretty well. So good to be with them for the last 2 days, but we'll see what happens going forward here.
Just a few days, but what makes Craig unique as a coach compared to maybe some other coaches you've had?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's being number one. He knows what he wants. I feel like he's right to the point, and that doesn't mean there's a lack of detail. I mean, he wants us to play a certain way, and that's what he expects. So, I mean, I feel like he's quite. I mean, like I said, right to the point. This is what he wants, and get it done.
As the rigors of the first couple of days of camp go, how does this one compare to all the others that you've been?
Yeah, I mean, I think every year going into day one and testing and stuff like that, you always have a little anxiety. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how hard practice is going to be. You're with a new group of guys, but it's been awesome so far. Obviously, hard first few days for sure, but it was great to battle with the guys, get to know the guys, and it obviously brings you a bit closer for sure.
I'm sure you're familiar with the big guys' games, but has anyone surprised you or popped out that you've noticed at camp?
Yeah, I mean, everyone here is in great shape, and everyone's very skilled. So I mean, I didn't know how big Knies was till you sort of walk up and see him, and he's a big boy with a lot of skill and a really good shot.
I mean, he could be a good fit, obviously, beside Auston and Mitch. What's it like seeing those guys in their magic up close?
Yeah, obviously, you know that they're incredible players playing against them, but even better up close, which is great for me. You get to go against some of the best players in the league every day in practice. It's only going to make you better when the games come around here.
What do you see as the biggest adjustment when you join a new team? I know there's on-ice stuff, there's off-ice, there's a lot that goes into it. What do you see as like the biggest?
Just getting to know guys, I think. doing things early, talking, trying to, go out of your way to ask questions and get to know people's families or kids. Do they have wives, girlfriends? Are they single? That sort of stuff goes a long way, I think.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Chris Tanev was just telling us you're bigger than he realized. I'm wondering what sort of first impression Chris has made on you.
I could say the same to him. I think he's big, he's strong, he's a good stick. It's pretty impossible to get around that guy. So, yeah.
How excited are you about the impact he can make for you guys this season?
Yeah, I think he's going to be huge. I think he moves the puck very well and skates well. So, I'm excited to see what he can do on the back end. And same with OEL. I think we made two good additions that are going to really help our team.
What's the biggest difference between Craig and Sheldon that you've noticed so far?
I can't really speak on that too much yet. I've only been with Craig for 2 days now. Still learning from him. I think he has a good hockey mind and understands the game very well. And I'm just trying to take it all in and learn from him as much as I can. So.
Apparently you're listed about 10 pounds heavier than last year. What have you been up to summertime-wise?
Lots of ice cream and and stuff like that. No, I just been working hard in the gym, on the ice, trying to get to my full potential. I feel better than ever and stronger than ever. So I'm just excited for the season to get going.
How do you think the extra, weight will help you this season?
Yeah, I just want to be strong on my skates. Be able to hold on to it and make plays and create space using my physicality and my strength with the puck. I think that's where I excel on the ice, and so I'm just looking forward to using that extra muscle to kind of defend the puck and create momentum with it.
What does it mean to you that you're starting with Auston and Mitch?
Yeah, it's a privilege. I have to earn my keeps there, and I'm going to work my tail off to stay there and support them. And so it's a huge honor to play with those guys.
What did you learn playing with them a bit last year?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I think that they feed off each other, and I learned that Mitchie can make some unbelievable plays. So just get my stick on the ice and be around the net. And with Auston, I think he's good in all areas of the game. So kind of just be ready at all times. And I think that it's a pleasure to play with those guys.
It's a big contract year for you. Has anyone given you any advice on how to approach this? Have you thought about it much?
Yeah, I haven't really thought of it any differently than any other year. It's the same as last year. Just try to make an impact, be a contributor. Be a reason as to why we go farther in the playoffs. Be someone that helps the team win on a daily basis. That's kind of my main focus is, and I don't think it's really changed.
Did talk start in the summer at all? Did you have some preliminary talk?
Yeah, I don't really want to get into that, but I want to stay here. I know a lot of guys want to stay here. It's a pretty awesome place to play. So I think I'm just going to leave that out of my hands and just work on getting better and contributing. So.
As Arizona guys, how often do you and Auston cross paths in summertime?
A good amount here and there. I spent a good chunk of my summer in Minnesota training back where I used to play with some of my old teammates, with my old trainer there. So here and there I run into him. Me and him play tennis here and there, and I kind of smoke him a little bit. So it's always fun to be around him.
You a big tennis guy, or?
A little bit, yeah. I kind of was into it when I was a kid, so I knew how to play. And then when I got here, he always invited me over, and again, I've been smoking him since. So it's been good.
You played with Steve Nash a couple times. Did you ever play with Steve?
I have not, no. But that'd be cool if I did. I wish I did, yeah, but no.
Other than his skills being suspect, maybe, what's your sense of Auston coming into this year? He's captain for the first time. What's standing out about him so far?
Yeah, nothing really surprises me with him anymore. He scores every puck he touches. I think he's just ready, and I think this is going to be a big step for him, and I'm excited to see him in a bigger leadership role for us, and I think he's going to have an incredible year for us.
Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate it. Auston Knies was just telling us
he's never beat me in tennis. Never. He literally walked into the gym and told me that he said that. I said, I can't believe you'd lie to the media like that. It's crazy. Crazy.
How is he at tennis?
He's good, but we've been playing the last couple of weeks, and Yeah, he's just straight up lied to you guys. I don't know what else to say, but that's what it is.
Disappointing. Fake news.
Yeah.
So obviously good that you're on the same side here and on the same line. What sort of step do you think he could take this season? He's telling us he's 10 pounds heavier. Like, what sort of growth are you looking for from him this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think just as you gain more experience, gain more confidence as you go, and you kind of understand the league better, your own game better, and I mean, he's a man already, and I'm looking forward to seeing the progress he's made. I mean, I think it's pretty evident watching him skate out here. So, for him, he's just try to get better every single day and just keep having fun.
What's your takeaway in the first couple of days of camp under Berube?
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been really hard, but I think it's been good for our group to be in that kind of environment. It's been really competitive, so it's been pretty solid.
And I was saying you mentioned like better than even realize seeing you every day. Even though it's early, like what stands out going up against him in some of these drills? Like what are you noticing?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the same about him. I think a lot of times you play against certain guys, and I think for him, and he's been in the West, most of the time that I've played against him. So, when you skate with him, you realize just how good he is. He's obviously very experienced and been around a long time, but I think offensively, I didn't realize how well he can play offensively and transport the puck and move, and then obviously just defensively he's so sound, and his stick is very annoying. Just the way he gets sticks on pucks and knocks pucks out of the air and stuff like that. He makes it really hard to kind of pass through him, but it's been great going up against him and during camp and just trying to push each other in different ways.
Besides Tanev, has anyone kind of stuck out to you or surprised you with the strides they made over the summer, or any of you guys?
I think Refi, he's been around for a lot of summer, and been skating with him a lot the last month or so, but he had some games up with us last year, and he works so hard, and you can just see he wants it, and he just continues to progress, and I've been pretty impressed with him and just the way he plays hard on both sides of the puck. So that's definitely one guy. I think Bobby McMahon's looked really good, and you can just see him and Knies are kind of similar players, and just the way how strong they are and big, and the skill set that they have to go along with it. So, I think there's going to be a couple key guys for our team this year to help us take steps as well.
McCabe was telling us he's hoping to sign an extension here. He loves being here, wants to be more of a leader this year. How would you describe his importance to the team?
Yeah, I would say he's very important. he, as far as leadership goes, I think he's one of the more vocal guys in the room and on the bench, and it's something that I think we really appreciate. I've known Kieber a really long time, and playing with him, amazing person, amazing teammate, and he's a guy that's always going to have your back on the ice. So, it's been awesome having him here. So, hopefully that'll continue past the season, but we'll see.
I saw a picture of you and Connor together at the German hockey team. Can you talk about what happened there? Like how why are you guys in Germany?
I wanted to go train for a week and just kind of get away, and yeah, that's about it.
How much does that help you? Do you feel like to be in an environment like that with Connor?
Yeah, honestly, anytime I've spent time with him, kind of away from the rink and stuff, and just getting to know him, and just a great person, and I feel honestly like I walk away from those kinds of just spending time together. I feel like I always walk away learning something, gaining a different perspective on on anything, whether it's hockey or something else. So obviously he's an incredible player and a great person to go along with it. So it's always a good time spending time with him.
He's going to be in that Amazon series that's coming out. Willie's in it too. What do you think that can do for the sport? Did he mention what it was like to have the cameras following him around that closely?
A little bit, yeah. I think it'll be good for the sport. I love seeing that stuff, and even since I was a kid, like YouTube, I was always on YouTube. Always watching highlights, but I think the behind-the-scenes stuff is always something that I enjoyed watching as well. So I think it'll give fans a cool perspective on kind of what goes on day to day in guys' lives, and kind of get a different perspective on that. So I think it'll be good for the sport.
You big little ball back in the day. Did you catch Ohtani last night? Like what goes through your mind when you see a guy like that?
Yeah, I woke up and I saw that. It's pretty cool. It's you don't see that kind of stuff every day. So eventually I'd love love to catch a game live and then see him play. I think you definitely have a bit of more of appreciation for athletes when you kind of see them up close and personal. But you know, I still follow baseball a little bit and sports in general. So when you see stuff like that, I mean, it's pretty special.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Greg, what do you like about Matthew Knies and how you see him maybe being a good fit beside Auston?
Well, his size for sure. He's a big guy and he skates well. You know, he's a physical player with some hands. I mean, you know, right now he's on a line with Matthews and Marner, and you know, it's a guy that goes to the net, gonna create loose pucks in the offensive zone, be a good forecheck or things like that, and be responsible defensively.
The last few days, for the guys have talked about being a hard team to play against, the teams that are the hardest to play against. Just what do they do so well?
Check. Physical. You know, I think check, just make it difficult. You know, I think anytime you go play a team that, you know, that checks well and doesn't give you any time and space, and you know, makes it hard to get to their net, makes it hard, you know, at both nets. I mean, it's just it's difficult. So.
Auston was saying that Marshall Rafai and Bobby McMahon are two guys he's noticed, you know, through camp so far. What have you noticed about those two guys that make them effective players?
Well, again, they're both aggressive players that skate well. One's a D, one's a forward, but you know, that's what you notice with them. Their ability to get in there and battle and win battles. They're both strong guys, and both can move.
What happened to Steven Lorentz? How serious is it?
Upper body, day to day. That's all I know.
On Easton Count, any of your thoughts on him?
Well, Easton's a good, you know, we all know he's a good player. I mean, he's had a real good junior career, and for me, when I watch him out there, he's just a worker. He's a dog on a bone all the time, and with some hands, right? So he's got tenacity and grit, grinds it, you know, finds a way to get it done. That's how I view him.
Sorry, have you liked what you've seen with Morgan, Riley, and Kristanen, their pairing so far in camp?
Yeah, they've been fine. I mean, you know, I think they're going to try to form some chemistry. Obviously, it's 2 days, so I'm not going to get jumping ahead here and talk about the future or anything like that. So far, they've been good.
What impact do you think Tanev can make this season on this group?
Well, I think the way he's a character guy, we all know that. He's a team guy, lays it on a line every game, every night, every shift, whether it's blocking a shot, you know, just hard to play against, difficult, real good penalty killer. He adds a lot to any team.
Have you learned anything about John Tavares working with him that you didn't already know?
Well, I've watched Johnny T over a long time, you know, when he's with the Islanders starting then, and Johnny's been a very good player in this league for a long time. Leader, hard-working guy with, you know, skills and ability. And that's what you're going to get out of him. You get effort. You get second and third effort. And, you know, we talk about it with the team. The NHL's, you know, is a second and third effort league. You need second and third effort from everybody in all situations. And, you know, Johnny's always been a second and third effort guy.
This is a top-heavy team in terms of its talent and guys under NHL contracts. What's a young player, not just Cal, but any of the young players, got to do to make a Craig Berube team at some point in the season?
Well, it's not. I don't think that a young player coming in needs to look at, well, I need to be on the top line. He's just trying to make the lineup at some point in some position, right? So, you know, maybe you come out of junior hockey and you're a real good scorer, or college, or anywhere but you know, you're just trying to find a role. I mean, I think a couple things that stand out for me, if you want to crack the lineup, you gotta have a real good work ethic. You got to be highly competitive, you know, and you're looking to find a role more than anything.
How close are you to a lineup for Sunday? Is that to be determined tomorrow, maybe?
Pretty close. I mean, I'll sit down with Brad and coaches, and we'll go over. You know, we only have 6 games, so it's definitely important to get our NHL guys in there. And then obviously there's young guys and people fighting for jobs that you want to see too, that have shown me something in the first 2 days.
We saw some penalty kill work today.
Yeah, we wanted to get out there early because it's a new system with the penalty kill, and I think it's important to get some dry runs in there so they're familiar. We'll work on penalty killing a little bit more on the day of the game with both groups, the team that's going to play and the team that's not going to play.
excited you so far about McCabe?
A lot like Tanev. I mean, character guy. He lays it on the line out there. You know, shift to shift. Real good leader. You know, penalty killer. Hard to play against. You know, good player defensively, but it can add some offense too. You know.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, Craig.